Hi there, I'm Mike, and what I have for you today is Star Wars The Black Series Gaming Greats Jango Fett. We're actually winding down the Gaming Greats line. We only have two more left to come out. Wait, three more left to come out. The next one after this is going to be the Electro Staff Stormtrooper, and then we're getting Darth Nihilus, who's actually the first character in this line that's not just a straight repaint of something else. And then the last one we're getting is the Biker Scout, which I'm very much looking forward to. Anyways, this is an update of the original Jango Fett. It's a figure that came out back in 2016. It has not aged well. I will be comparing it to this, but I just wanted to show you the box this comes in. These are GameStop exclusives, so if you're looking to get it, you have to go to GameStop or EB Games if you live in Canada or somewhere else. You can see this is from Bounty Hunter. It's in the older style box, but the colors are really different. The blue here matches the blue on Jango Fett himself. The back here has a little bio. Star Wars Bounty Hunter follows Jango Fett, the most fearsome bounty hunter in the galaxy, as he pursues an unhinged dark Jedi named Komari Vosa. So this game came out, I think it was like 2002, 2003, somewhere around there. Came out right when Attack of the Clones did. I've never played it. I've heard it was a good game, but I've never played it. Ooh, my backpack there is kind of pointing back, so it got bent like right out of the box. That's not good. I'll have to be careful with that. So there we go. I don't want to bend this again unnecessarily. It's already a little warped. Look at that. That's actually really warped. So this is all fixable. You can fix it with a heat gun. This is essentially the Boba Fett backpack, which is actually a backpack he wore at the beginning of the movie. Obviously, because Jango Fett does die in Attack of the Clones. So this is a prequel game. Here we have Jango Fett. It's the exact same mold. Articulation is the exact same. The colors are different though, and I'll compare them to the original. I'm just kind of messing around. My problem I've always had with Jango Fett here is I've never really known how to, I guess, pose him. He's very stiff. His arms don't bend past that. It's not the best figure ever made, but it's not the worst. This is definitely warped in the backpack. Again, I can fix it, but it does kind of suck that it warps so bad. So this pug's right in the back here, like so. And it looks better when it's on because you can't really see it from the front. And then he's got his blasters. They go in his holster here or in his hands. You pick. Those are your options. I mean, I guess you have the other options. You could just not display them at all. Keep them in the package. Throw them away. Like, why? Why would you do that? That's him kind of all put together. Just go ahead and... The helmet came off a lot easier than the original. So here, this is the main difference here is the real face paint there, the digital face painting. How does it look? So what I want to do, put his helmet in his hands here. So this is the original one that came out in 2016. So you can see right off the bat the paint on this one, it's got like a wash or like it's a heavy dry brush. It's not very consistent. Like it has patches here where it looks like it's been scraped off. Obviously it's supposed to look like it's worn, and that's true over all of the silver here, whereas this silver is a lot more uniform. Yeah, here we are kind of side by side. You can see the difference here. It definitely has a much better paint job on this face, although the glare from my lights make it look awful. It definitely looks better in person than it does in camera right there. The only thing I don't like about this is this. So this is the first Mandalorian they ever made. Well, that's not true. It's the first Mandalorian they made with a removable helmet. So one of the things about, I guess, Jango Fett, I called him a Mandalorian, but to me, there's a credible argument that he's not Mandalorian. Mostly because in the Clone Wars cartoon, the governor of Mandalore said that Jango Fett and, I guess by extension, Boba Fett are not Mandalorians. That they were like imposter Mandalorians or something. Obviously, they're wearing Mandalorian type armor, but I don't think it's made out of Beskar. I think it's made out of Durasteel, and Beskar is like it's like the mark of a Mandalorian. Even the Mandalorian who wasn't like a natural-born Mandalorian, Din Djarin, however you pronounce his name, he's not natural-born Mandalorian from Mandalore, but he's considered to be a Mandalorian because he's wearing Beskar armor and he's taking the oaths and all that stuff. So I don't really know all the rules. I just know that there's an argument to be made that these aren't Mandalorian guys here. But I grew up, Boba Fett was a Mandalorian, Jango Fett's a Mandalorian. It's hard to kind of break that. So I don't really know where I stand on it, but I find it very interesting. Back to the figure, which is what this is about. I definitely think the new one looks better, for sure. Obviously, if you want, you can swap the backpacks, depending on your preference there. If you like the backpack from the end of the movie, post-Kenobi fight, or if you like the backpack from sort of the beginning of the movie, when he's flying around Coruscant. I did review this figure back in the day. I reviewed it as part of the whole wave. So I reviewed, it was this guy, the First Order Flame Trooper, and old man Han Solo. So if you want to go back and look at those, you can. If I were to give this an updated review, I would give it a 1 for the looks. It looks like Jango Fett. It looks pretty good, for sure, especially with the new face paint. This one's not good. It's not bad, but it's not necessarily good. This one is a lot better here. Accessories, I mean, he comes with a helmet. He comes with his guns. I would have liked some kind of blast effect to come out of here to look like he's, you know, blasting off. I do have these new stands. So if you do want to kind of put them in a pose, you can. These were $15 off their website for 3 of them. So I thought that was a pretty good deal. I'll give it a 0.75 on accessories. It comes with a pretty good amount of accessories. I think my preference here is not a removable helmet, but an alternate head. I think that always works better than slipping on and off a helmet, worrying about paint rub and things like that. Just switching out a helmet for another head, I think makes more sense. But yeah, 0.75 for accessories. Articulation is kind of what gets me here. Obviously, it's missing some of the new articulation, like around the neck here, and the limited shoulder articulation, and definitely limited joints here. And these holsters are also limiting. So I'll give the articulation, honestly, it's either a 0.5 or 0.25. Let's give it a 0.5. I'll be generous, because he does have some decent articulation, but it's definitely not the best articulation by any means. On this one, the paint, sculpt, and detail, I'm going to give a 1. I really like this. I feel like the paint on this one is definitely, I like it a lot better than on this one. I know what they were going for in this, but I feel like this just looks a lot better. And I'm just losing that helmet all over the place. It's gone now. It's just gone. This one is his. So then I guess want and availability. I don't feel like this was that big of a want. I think it would have been a while before Jango came up on the archive list. He wasn't wanted enough to require an update, but I'm glad they found a reason to do it, because I mean, he did have a video game, so shoehorning him into the gaming greats line it's a valid move. It's a fair move. I'm not gonna fault Hasbro for trying to make more money off of me and other collectors like me. Definitely, it's a welcome update. I just don't think it was a necessary update, at least just yet. But cool. Look at that. Looks pretty decent, I guess, except for that. That gets me right there, man. That gets me. I have to fix that when we're done. So yeah, wants and availability. I mean, he's GameStop exclusive. At least he's not, like, I would say super expensive. Like, he's $25 instead of like $28 like GameStop exclusives tend to go for. So that's not bad, but he is only available at GameStop, which kind of sucks. So I'll give it a half point. So I'll give this a 4 out of 5, honestly. The things that really kind of draw it back are the articulation. Really it's old articulation, and the availability kind of sucks. But other than that, if you haven't gotten Jango yet, this is, I feel like, the better option than the original by far. So I'll probably have both of these in my collection, obviously, because there's 2 different looks from the movie. And I would have preferred Jango Fett come with both, so you could just have the one figure and you can swap out the looks you want. But they didn't do that. It's nice that he's not just straight the same, though. It's nice they did kind of switch it up just a little bit. It's not going to win my like figure of the year or anything, but in terms of updating an older figure that I guess needed it. Now that I look at them side by side, it's a welcome addition to my collection for sure. Whoop, there that goes. It does not want to stand. So let me know down in the downstairs area what you thought. Which one's better to you? Do you have both of these? Are you only gonna get one? I love to read and respond to all the comments, so please let me know down in the downstairs area below. Also, I'd like to take a moment to thank the people that help me out on Patreon by supporting me on a monthly basis. Thanks, guys. It means a lot to me. I also do have a YouTube membership if that's something you'd rather do. Also, if you don't mind liking, sharing, subscribing, hitting the bell for more notifications, all of that stuff goes a long way for helping out the channel. So with that, thanks for watching. Thanks for getting this far, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye.